A racist former New York Police Department union boss has been indicted for being corrupt. Let's put up his picture. We reported on this guy when the FBI raided his property. We did not have much information. His name is Ed Mullins. We did not have a lot of information at that time. He has been charged with defrauding the union of approximately $1 million after years of filing false expense reports for bills claimed to be union expenses. Now this guy, he was bold, he was harsh, he was privileged and proud and racist, and was okay with all of those titles. He made his regular appearances on Fox News, a safe haven for all things racist. He did all of these things while stealing money. Now, who is he stealing money from? This is really interesting because I'm waiting for the police to come after him. I'm waiting for Blue Lives Matter to make a statement about this. He was stealing money from the police. How do you think unions are paid? They're paid by the members. Who are the members in a police union? The police are the members. He was stealing money from the police. What do the police have to say about their union boss taking their money? Not a damn thing. Nothing. Crickets from cops. Isn't that something? Federal prosecutors allege that Ed Mullins charged meals, jewelry, appliances, even a relative's college tuition on his personal credit card and then submitted the inflated expense reports without receipts to the union for reimbursement, but they let him do it. All right? He didn't submit it to himself. He submitted it to somebody that signed off on it and gave him the money back. My point is, he coexisted in a culture that permitted or perhaps conspired with his illegal activity. An example of Mullins' greatest hits was retweeting a racist video from the union's official Twitter account in 2019, then defending it by saying he had not watched the whole thing and that he had black friends. Internal misconduct charges from that incident were sustained by the city's Civilian Complaint Review Board, which Mullins also loved to attack. He ended up losing 70 days pay over that incident, one in which he leaked former New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio's daughter's arrest record stemming from a Black Lives Matter protest in 2020. Remember, she's black, all right, his daughter's black. He finally resigned from his job leading the union last October after the FBI raided his office. And it looks like they found enough to proceed with the case against him. If convicted, he faces 20 years in prison. These are serious allegations, serious charges, but where is the serious response from the police officers that he stole from? The reason why I bring that to your attention, is because when cops tell you they are about law and order, when they tell you they are about the rule of law, they don't apply that equally. It shows you the extreme bias in their own application. Their understanding and application of law is extremely subjective. All right, Mr. Malone, thoughts?
Man, I hate to keep repeating this, but it's a culture thing, and it's the lenses in which these people see the world, right? Just like you said, they are aware of those biases, but in some regards, the system and the culture allowed them to do what they're doing, right?
Yep.
And so we can't necessarily just blame the people who are committing the crimes. We also gotta blame the people who are signing off on these documents and people who are well aware. When we look at police departments, not just fraud, but we look at reports every single day get hidden, they're getting thrown away.
Yeah.
And somebody in those departments knows something, right? And they're not willing to even speak up and speak out because they see the world through some different lenses. And we gotta start having these conversations about how do we change those cultural lenses in which these people see the world. How can we make that connection where those biases become less and less in these departments?
Yeah,
and I think it starts when we start firing people and we start holding people accountable. But when people know that they can get away with these different instances and crimes and fraud, they're gonna keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened here. And let's be very clear, you can't steal $1 million by yourself. You hear a story about somebody stealing $1 million through some white collar operation. They didn't do it by themselves. All right, somebody's helping.